be a lesson to these two guys and to anyone else who talks about me. If you want to talk about me, tell the fucking truth. Because if you're going to lie like they did, I will come at you. Because as I said last year, if you come at the king, you best not fucking miss.
Hey, what's going on here? If you look it up on Google, you'll quickly find Ariel Helwani's information-packed response video to Paddy, Pimblett, and Dana White's podcast about him. Highly recommend you check it out. I'm paraphrasing here. But regardless, as I said, it's a response to this video, and even though it was posted first, when you look up their names on YouTube, Ariel beats them.
And you're exactly right. He's a piece of
Yeah, he is. He's a maggot.
They have an almost 5-minute section dedicated to Ariel Helwani, and a lot of OG fans know about Dana and Ariel's relationship.
You never even ask questions first. You usually hang back and wait. Ooh, you had to get that first question. You knew what you wanted.
God forbid.
Next, please.
But what happened to these seemingly friends? Ariel has been putting on for Paddy for years, and it seems like they've always had a great relationship. I know Paddy and Dana have a great relationship, but why did Paddy and Ariel's relationship sever?
What does my head in when idiots talk about fighter pay? You get paid what you work.
Yep.
I hate all these journalists, especially the ones what earn off us. Ariel Helwani in particular. Like, he loves earning money off fighters. You know what I mean?
100%.
And he hates on you, hates on the UFC, he even hates on me now. Yeah. And it proper annoys me. He uses fighters for clicks, uses fighters to make money, and then tries to have the audacity to talk about the UFC. Get your dough out, Ariel. You know what I mean? Start paying people for these interviews, what you make thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds on. And you're doing it for exposure. No, you're not. You're doing it to put money in your pocket, Ariel, you little rodent.
Woo! I just sat back and let that go. I didn't want to interrupt. A massive sack of is what he is.
Exactly.
He's the biggest piece of all time, and I couldn't have said it better. 100%.
He's a lizard.
He's one of the slimiest, scummiest mother that you will ever come across.
Yeah. I can't wait for this to get clipped out and go onto Instagram, you know. I can't wait.
I don't know about that one, Paddy, because although they absolutely roasted Ariel, when you go to the comments on any of Paddy's social medias, everyone's siding with Helwani. And this begs the question, what did Ariel release where people feel this way about it? Let's hear his side of the story.
Can we get your thoughts on the Paddy and Dana podcast?
This guy dropped an hour and 15 long video exposing all of the lies. What Paddy said, Dana said. He talked about it all. So let's go to the first point here.
Let's pause it there, Frank. He loves earning money off of fighters. I'm not really quite sure what that means. How am I profiting off of fighters? Hear them talking about clicks and YouTube views. Let me speak directly to the camera right here. In my entire career, dating back to 2006, I have not earned a single penny from YouTube off of any of the MMA stuff that I put out there.
Now, he started explaining some of the ways he has made money from his channel, but he's donated most of it all to charity. So why is he not getting paid for the views?
I have never gotten a dime because a show did 100,000 views, 10,000 views, 1,000,000 views. It's all, I have a contract, and I make the exact same amount, and I have never even gotten a bonus.
Aha, he's contracted. He's owned by Vox Media, so they're supposedly probably making that sweet YouTube ad revenue. So Paddy was wrong on this one, but to be fair to Paddy, I run an MMA channel for a living, and I didn't know this either.
Get your dough out, Ariel.
Get your dough out, Ariel. You want me to pay for interviews? That's not journalism. I ain't paying for shit. That's not how this works. Does Joe Rogan pay his guests? Did Oprah pay her guests? No, that's not how this works.
That's really a great point. Imagine every interview you watch with your favorite fighter or celebrity and they were paid. It'd make it disingenuous.
For me to really let go of that paid interview to do an interview with him for BT Sport, what he's getting paid for.
Pause it right there, Frank. Let's get to New York. This is where everything went sideways. And this is where I think it's important to really bring out the receipts.
The receipts! This is when Ariel dropped it all on the table, bruh. Not only was he going to release some messages that were sent to him, but on that phone, he releases an audio recording of Paddy straight to him, meaning Paddy sent him a personal audio message on Instagram, and Ariel gave us the pleasure of listening.
October 27, 2021. Paddy sends me a voice note. This is what the voice note said.
Yo, the big fella. What's going down, Ariel? Just thought I'd let you know, lad, if you wanted to say hi or do anything with a man, I'll be in NYC in November, and then be coming back to Liverpool on the 23rd, so I'm about.
in New York, 2 separate occasions, just in case you want to see your mate, you know what I'm saying?
That's Paddy Pimblett sending me a voice note. I didn't reach out to him. I didn't ask him. I obviously understood that to be an interview or some sort of media thing. I write back, that would be amazing. I'd love to have you in studio on the show.
Okay, hold on. I got to butt in here for a quick second. This is going to take way too long, and I didn't want this video to be that long. So you know what that means? Oh yeah, baby, I'm cutting in. So on this phone, the conversation went from Paddy's to his manager, because apparently Paddy only does things like this through his manager, Graham Boylan now. Fair enough. Ariel said that wasn't how it was, but that's where the conversation shifted. And if you go to Graham's Instagram, all that Ariel support / Paddy hate has kind of transferred over. But regardless, their conversation, Ariel and Graham's, all started going back to one simple thing.
He wanted me to really let go of that paid interview to do an interview with him.
Money, moolah, bread. I understand the need to get paid. We all work for a living no matter what you do. And I really sympathize for MMA fighters because really they might have the hardest job in the world. But Ariel Helwani, the creme de la creme, someone who has always had Paddy's back through everything. He's always shown his support publicly. Anytime Paddy has lost his Instagram, Ariel shouted him out. And this was even before Paddy was the star he was as you know him today. Back when he was in the Cage Warriors, Ariel always had his back, but most importantly, he always gave him his flowers.
I write back, all good, no hard feelings. Much respect to Paddy. I hope he gets paid sincerely. Thanks for explaining to me how media works, Ariel, he gets. I would never have figured that out alone. Greatly appreciated, and thank you for your understanding. So I'm like, all right.
So they're pretty upset with Ariel because Paddy had some things lined up paying him, but the thing is, he reached out to Ariel first because they've done many shows in the past, and most shows do not pay you unless it's a big media obligation. Why? Ariel made an appearance on Pat McAfee's show a couple days after this whole DM situation, and he revealed this.
I've been lucky enough to interview everyone from Hoist Gracie to John Jones to Daniel Cormier to Conor McGregor at the height of it all. Yesterday, for the first time, someone asked for payment, and I'm still floored by the whole thing.
He never name-dropped Paddy or his manager.
I think that's an issue that you and Ariel could ever squash, or is that just going to be behind you?
I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Fighters are more important. I worry about fighters.
That's a great point by Paddy. I mean, when you're a fighter, it's hard to worry about all the BS drama, but over his arguable suspect win over Jared Gordon at UFC 282, it raised a lot of questions that he decided to do this and pull a slick one with Rogan at the end of the fight.
Have you consulted me manager and see how much you're paying me for this interview?
Well, that's it. That's the end of the beef. Paddy tried to make a slick joke and that. What is that? No. No problem. Oh, no problem. I'll condense this last response quickly for you guys.
Frankie, can you play that for me?
Ariel wanted me to not do a paid gig, to do something for free with him. And somehow people are defending him.
That's absolutely not true. I never asked him to cancel anything. I was just trying to find my slot.
Yeah, the voice memo where it said you want to meet up. Didn't once mention an interview. It said, do you want to meet up to like have a drink or have something to eat?
He didn't say that either. He's now trying to say I never said explicitly have an interview, right? All right, well, what about when I came back and was like, you want to come in studio? You want to do this? None of them were like, no. We're not talking about interview. We're just talking about hanging out. We're not talking about interview. What are you talking about? Did they want me to put together a budget for a dinner date? What's this budget that they were talking about? Could not believe that the first thing out of his mouth, oh, I should, or you didn't pay for this, or I don't know what the hell he said. No one has ever referenced us or the show in the cage with Rogan or someone else. That's the first time.
I don't give a fuck. I mean, fighters are more important.
And good. They should be more important. Who the hell am I? Why are you saying anything to Rogan? Why did you wait a year until you were face to face with the boss? A year to call me a maggot and a rodent. You were so mad about this when I reached out in July after your last win. Why did you say much love to you and the family? Thank you for the note. Why didn't you address it then? Walking contradiction. I don't know what to believe with this guy.